Yo, how's it going, guys? Um, Back with another video today, contradiction series, whatever you want to call it. Um, this one's about human sacrifice and burnt offerings. Does God allow it? Is it an abomination? Um, so yeah, let's read about it. So right now we're in Judges 11. So this is about Jephthah. You've probably heard about Jephthah's daughter and whatever. So I'll read the story for you. So I'll just summarize it. Basically, Jephthah is a mighty warrior. Um, and his sons kicked him out of his house, I believe. Um, and then Ammon come to attack Israel or wherever Jephthah's at. So when they come to attack, they say, "Hey Jephthah, can you be our head again?" And Jephthah's like, "Why? You kicked me out." Um, and they're like, "Well, we'll make you our captain. We'll make you our head." And Jephthah's like, "Okay, fine." So they're kind of getting pinpointed by other nations. They're trying to pass through, but some nations won't let them pass through. And Ammon, it just keeps creeping up on them, and they're getting closer and closer. Um, and Ammon's about to basically kill Israel. It says, "And the Lord delivered Sihon and the people against Israel, and they smote them." Hold on. All right, let's keep going down. So right here, then the Spirit of the Lord came into Jephthah, and he passed over Gilead and Manasseh. And he passed over the children of Ammon. So right now they're by Ammon. It says, "And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord, and said, If thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into my hands," because he's being attacked, like he wants to win this battle. What? So, "If thou shalt deliver the children into my hands, then it shall be whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, surely shall be the Lord's." Now, it doesn't just stop here and say it shall be the Lord's. Like a wave offering, a peace offering, a grain offering, whatever. It says, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering. Keep that in mind. And I will offer it up for a burnt offering. That's a type of offering, a burnt, like casting into the fire. All right. So Jephthah passed over the children of Ammon, fought against him, and the Lord delivered him into his hand. So the Lord delivered him to his hands. So basically, the Lord accepted that. He accepted that. Smote them. The children of Ammon were subdued. All right, and this is the sad part. So basically, they killed Ammon. Ammon's down now, but he made this vow that whatever's at the front of his door, he's gonna have to burn it as a sacrifice. And Jephthah came to Mizpah unto his house, and behold, his daughter came out to meet him with timbrels and with dances, and she was his only child. Beside her he had no son nor daughter. And it came to pass that when he saw her, so he's like, "Shoot, man, like I made a vow that whatever comes to my front door, I'm going to have to burn up to God." And he said, came to pass when he saw her, that he rent his clothes and said, "Alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low, and thou art one that make trouble me. For I've opened my mouth unto the Lord, and I cannot go back." So he's made a vow, he can't go back. He said, "I opened my mouth unto the Lord, and I cannot go back." And she said unto him, "My father, if thou hast opened thy mouth to the Lord, do to me according to what hath proceeded out thy mouth. For as much the Lord has taken vengeance of my enemies, even of the children of Ammon." So she's like, "Whatever you want to do, I don't care. Ammon's been destroyed, so yeah, just do whatever the Lord has said to me." And she said unto her father, "Let this thing be done to me. Let me alone for 2 months, that I may go up down the mountains, and bewail my virginity. I and my fellows." So she's gone for 2 months. Now, if this is a real story, damn well she won't be coming back after them 2 months. But whatever. And he said, "Go." And he sent her away for 2 months, and she went with her companions, and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains. And it came to pass at the end of the 2 months that she returned to her father, who did with her according to his vow, which he had vowed. Like this is red. This is so, you can't hide this. Oh no, they didn't actually sacrifice Jephthah. They who did with her according to his vow which he had vowed. And what was the vow? I will offer it up as a burnt offering. Okay. Where's that at? And she knew no man, and it was a custom in Israel. So they'll read this part and be like, "Oh well, they didn't actually burn her. It's just a custom." And she knew. The reason they said that is because she was a virgin at the time. And that the daughters of Israel went yearly to lament the daughters of Jephthah the Gilead 4 days in a year. So if this was just not a burnt offering, why does it say in the very next verse they were lamenting, they were mourning the daughter of Jephthah? It's because she died. So that's just one clear, not contradiction, but clear evidence that God allows burnt offering, human sacrifices. Now, there's one other one that I have on mine. This one's in Ezekiel 20, 25. Very simple. Because they have not executed my judgments, but had despised my statutes, and had polluted my Sabbaths, and their eyes went after their fathers' idols. Wherefore I gave them also statutes that were not good. So God gave a law that's not good. So basically, this book could be a fake book. Like, God could just give us a fake book and not. Wherefore I gave them statutes that were not good, and judgments whereby they should not live. And I polluted their own gifts, and that they caused to pass through the fire all that opened the womb, and that I might make them desolate, to the end they might know that I am the Lord. Let's read this. And I polluted them with their own gifts, and that they caused to pass through the fire all that openeth the womb. So maybe this means something else. I don't know, but that looks like human sacrifice to me. That looks like children being born and thrown in the fire. So those are two, though not one, but two clear cases of human sacrifice as a burnt offering. Also, Jesus was a human sacrifice too, but we won't get to that yet. Now let's go to 2 Kings 17:17. Here we go. And they caused their sons. No. So this is like a law, right? And they left all the commandments of the Lord and made molten images and worshiped Baal. And they caused their sons and daughters to pass through the fire and use divination and enhancements, and sold themselves to do evil inside the Lord. To do evil. They caused their sons to pass through the fire and sold themselves to do evil inside the Lord. So that's evil. All right. Oh well, that's just a parable, Mari. That's just okay. Let's go to the law then. Let's see what the law says. Leviticus 18:21. Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. Very simple. Now people will say, well, it's Molech, not God. So basically you can't do it to Molech, but you can't do it to Jehovah. Like that makes no sense. And then one more from the law. Deuteronomy 18:9. When thou art come into the land with the Lord that thou givest to thee, thou shalt not learn to do the abominations of those nations. There shall not be among you that make any of his son pass through the fire, or use divination, or observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. So this one didn't even say Molech. This one just said pass through the fire. Like, it didn't say to Baal, pass through the fire to Molech. It just says pass through the fire. So that's a clear contradiction. So then how did Jephthah even have the chance but was allowed to do that? Why was Jephthah allowed to do that? Um, and it's just like it's clear as day. It just says it's not. You can't do that. I think it's. Did I already show you Jeremiah 19? I already showed you this, didn't I? Oh, and they had built high places of Baal. So this one says Baal to burn their sons with fire. To burn their sons with fire for burnt offerings unto Baal, which I commanded not, nor spake it, neither it came to my mind. So it's funny that God says, commanded it not, nor spake it, neither it even came into his mind. Well, if that's the case, why in Ezekiel 20 are you making your followers do it? Because they sinned. It says, neither it came into my mind, nor I spake it, I commanded not. Now let's go back to Ezekiel 20. It's Ezekiel 20. We just went over this. I'll give them laws that aren't good. I give them laws. I gave them statutes that were not good, that they should not live. Well, like that's terrible. That should not live. Polluted their own gifts and caused them to pass through the fire all open the womb. So this is God saying this. But then he also said, well, oh, it's never in my mind. I've never thought of that. He's a damn liar, bro. He's a damn liar. Yeah, that's pretty much it.